Not much wind out here. Right, time is now 1:20. We left at 9:30 from Santa Marta. Yeah, and when we left there was absolutely no wind. We were wallowing around. We've got limited fuel, so we don't want to motor too much. But now the wind seems a bit more settled. We've got about 17 knots and we're having quite a good sail. Keeping my eye on some of the clouds developing behind us, because this time of the year you do get a lot of electrical storms. So, you know, that's the one thing that's in the back of my mind. Just for me a bit of a worry at the moment, but hopefully all will be okay.
For the first time ever, I felt seasick on this trip. I'm not sure if it was the anticipation of leaving or because we had been on the dock for so long, but it wasn't great. The best place to sit when you're feeling unwell is up at the helm or in the front with the wind in your face.
Who fell down the hatch? Oh.
Yeah, he's a tough one. We were at really
So Colombia's behind us. I doubt you can see anything, because I certainly can't. Yeah, the sun's going to be going down soon, so we've just been talking about what we're going to do with the sail configuration, and we've decided to actually bring the main down tonight. First night at sea in a long time. There are not many other boats out here, so we feel a little bit alone. And also just the cape levels on predict wind are quite high at the moment, so there is a chance of large cloud formations, and out the bottom of those you typically get quite a lot of wind. So we're rather going to play it safe than sorry and get the sails down, and we'll just go under Genoa and see how we go tonight. Good boat speed. Turn up. Oh, I'm going to just do the Genoa. We can just ease the Genoa here. Okay, here we go.
We love helping with the dinner on crossings.
Right, first night at sea again after 2 months of being in lockdown in Colombia, and we got feeders.
Long time.
Very long time in Colombia. How's it going, boys? Good.
I always sleep in the cockpit for some reason.
So it's day 2 of our trip to Panama, to Linton Bay Marina. Last night was, well, it was an interesting night. There was a fair amount of wind. We had up to just under 30 knots, we had about 29 knots coming through. And we had taken the main down, so we just had the Genoa out, so we were in great shape really for that sort of wind. Lots of lightning behind us, or sorry, not behind us, actually on our port side, over the landmass, I guess, but well in the distance. Partly sort of cloudy skies, no rain whatsoever. And then today we've woken up and it's, well, it's a little bit cloudy. Well, we haven't woken up, we've been doing watch. But now that the light is out, we can see what's going on out here, and there's cloud cover everywhere, and quite a bit of shipping, so we're going to keep a real eye out today. Sure. Well, we're just in the middle of a squall here, and the wind has changed direction by 180 degrees. It's blowing. The temperature just dropped. The temperature dropped in an instant. Keep blowing 21 knots, but I'm glad I decided to build the Genoa. So we don't have any sail up at the moment. Actually, I just put the motor on. It's zero wind. It's blowing about 6 or 7 knots. And then this has just come through.
Is that the mum? Yeah, look, there are loads. There are loads. Do you think they'll bite it, Dill?
I don't know, but
Take the chance. Oh, there are loads. Just don't do it too fast, Dill. Don't do it too fast. Don't do it too fast. Okay, go quick. Ow.
We had the same pool of dolphins visit us a number of times throughout our trip. We knew they were the same pod
how
as
many
one of
are
them had a
here?
barnacle on its back, so we could identify them.
look on! Look at them, they're babies.
They're like, they're not bottlenose. They're a different type. Wow. Hey!
Look there, the babies.
Oh yes, it is. Yes.
Woohoo!
Day 2 on our passage to Panama, to Linton Bay, and nothing is happening here. Actually, we've seen some tuna fish jump.
Yep.
We've had dolphins visit us,
Dolphins that
including a
Dad
baby.
didn't see.
Daddy was asleep. And we had our nice squall earlier today. And now what we've got is absolutely no wind up here. There is nothing out here. 3.5 knots at the moment. So we are under motor because we don't want to be out here forever. The only concern we do have is we don't have that much fuel because we didn't want to put fuel in Santa Marta due to the ethanol content. So we just got to watch out how much we use and make sure we've got enough to actually motor into Linton Bay itself. They are expecting us there to fill up, so that's good news, but we are literally cutting it pretty fine.
They're so tall!
Yeah, they're swimming so... Whoa, what a display!
They're so small! They're like this big! Had a 15-minute mouth
We're on day 2 of our trip to Linton Bay, and the wind has totally died, so we've opted to have a little barbecue. 4 burgers going on here. We were hoping for some fresh fish, but sadly nothing, so here's 2 burgers for dinner.
This is my favourite shift because I get the whole boat in silence. I can see where I'm going and I can have my cup of tea, and sometimes the dolphins visit, which will always be good. As you can see, it's super calm. There's absolutely no wind. I think we've got 3 knots of wind, so sadly it's not a quiet morning because the engine's on, but otherwise it's a pretty damn good one. Sunset, sun rising over there, beautiful pink sky. We had a beautiful sunset last night, so Dylan's already put his rod out for this morning because that's when you get the bites in the morning. So hopefully we'll have fish for dinner. Nathan and Dylan sleeping down in the cockpit. They seem to always sleep up on deck or in the saloon area during the crossing.
So we just stopped, we're doing a U-turn, we've spotted a bottle. Just going to go and pick it up. Nice little plastic bottle.
When we have the motor on,
Retrieve.
it's easier to pick up plastic from the ocean.
Good job.
At first we thought the Portuguese man-of-war was a piece of plastic.
The man-of-war may appear to be a single organism, but it's 4 different organisms that can't function without each other. The stings are painful to humans, but are rarely fatal.
The man-of-war has no means of propulsion, so it simply drifts either riding the currents of the ocean or sailing in the breeze.
On the moon! On the moon. It looks like we're on the moon. We could be on the moon. Okay, call the fish. Let's call the whales rather. Whales!
I'm waving out to you.
Nice little squall on the horizon.
So the boat's in a little bit of a mess, but that's what happens when you're out at sea. A lot of the stuff we're obviously busy using at the moment, things like life jackets, we've got a chart out, logbooks, iPads, downloaded some Google Earth images for when we arrive in Linton Bay. You can see exactly where we are, binoculars and so forth. The other morning I couldn't find my mobile phone, searched for it for ages, and then eventually Claire said, oh, didn't you put all these stuff in the microwave last night because of the lightning? So that's where it was in there with a whole load of other equipment, and hopefully that will act as a Faraday cage. Right, so we've got about 80 miles to go, and port fuel tank is saying it's a quarter full. So I've turned off the port engine, turned on the starboard engine, which is just under a half, and hopefully that's going to get us there tomorrow morning. Touch wood, yeah, a bit stressful, but there's not much you can do about it. We obviously can't sail because there's 2 knots of wind and the ocean is a complete flat calm. The beauty of it though is we've had, I think, 5 visits from dolphins today. Seen plenty of flying fish, seen a Portuguese man-of-war, and it has been quite an interesting day at sea. A couple of birds as well. We've got a ship off to port which you won't see if I try and show you, so he's too far away. Yeah, just got to get through this evening and hope we don't have any lightning, and then hopefully we are there in the morning. So catch up with you soon.
Me llamo Nathan. What is up with these fish? Do they know? Does one of these big fish spread the word?
Right, tell me the problem. What's the problem with these fish?
There are none. Well, there might be some fish, but they
Well,
just
if-
don't bite.
have-
They're nowhere.
Have we seen any?
Yes,
We've seen plenty.
we've seen loads. We've seen big ones, we've seen small ones, but for some reason they just don't bite.
They're not hungry today.
Or yesterday, or the day before.
I heard they don't bite when it's full moon, but it's not full moon at the moment, so they've got no excuse. They should be eating. Okay, so although we've got the chart plotter, the other thing we do is we plot our position on this paper chart as we go along. Because of its scale, we only do that probably once every 12 hours at the moment, and that's going to take us all the way down into Linton Bay, which is over there. And these are our previous plots that you can see going along the Colombian coastline. We did a little dog leg out over there, as you can see, just because of the wind and lightning that we were trying to avoid.
The sea was like glass, not great for sailing, but very beautiful and peaceful.
They want to eat sargasso over that beautiful lure of yours. That's not good. Flex the hook, berserks.
La 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 la.
Come on, ride through life. Okay, it's 3:30 in the morning, and we're surrounded here by lightning. Got a squall off to my port side, which I'm just trying to outrun a little bit. Yeah, and basically it's trying to just stay out of all of these areas with lightning. We don't have a long way to go. We've got about another 35 nautical miles and we're in Linton Bay. But it's quite stressful being out here at the moment, so I'm looking forward to being in and being safe. Arriving in Panama, coming into Linton Bay area. We've got a great view of the landscape over there. We've looked at it through the binoculars. Looks like it's all jungle. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's actually like when we get there.
Excited.
Are you? Okay. And Dill's not that excited, or is he? Are you? Okay.
This might be hard, but
It's like a little plastic jar.
as we got closer to land, we started seeing more sargasso weed with loads of plastic stuck in it.
Can you boys go and sort the flags out?
I don't know what the Panama flag looks like.
Panama one.
It's a red square in one corner, a blue square in another, and a star.
So the yellow flag goes up to show that we're a new arrival. Nathan and Sean are putting it up. And it comes down again. And up. Oh, it's too fast for me.
Why are there so many ships?
Because the Panama Canal's right here. They all wait for their slot.
Catching a piece of plastic wasn't what I had in mind. However, as we came into the bay, both reels went and we eventually had fish.
So we're just arriving in Linton Bay. I'm quite excited. We're just trying to work out exactly where we are. So at the moment we're using Google Earth as well, just to plot our position, see where the reefs are. We've got a big rain cloud coming, so this is going to come in too handy if it gets a bit dark. And the chart is just slightly out of date, so that doesn't help us one bit. But we've got some great books. The book by Eric Bauhaus, which shows this area very well surveyed and detailed, so we're using that at the same time to come in here. So watch the space, we're nearly there. We're very excited and it looks like an incredible place.
And of course, as we arrive, a massive black cloud. Huge! With thunder. We've been wanting rain for the last...
And fish.
There are those rocks, Sean. And we caught a fish! Woo! Show me your smile.
2 fish.
2 fish.
The barracuda.
Sure, thank goodness that happened, eh? Talk about it the last minute.
Last minute always gets exciting.
I want to go look at him.
It's quite shallow here. To where you're going into.
That's what I'm saying, is this is different to...
Oh, it changed.
no, well, I don't know if it's changed, to Eric Bauhaus's book.
If you like our videos and would like to support us, please take a look at our Patreon page. The link is in the text below. Your support will help us buy better recording and editing equipment, and it will also
7.2.
help us continue on our adventure.